What's up, bro? My name is Jesse. This is the auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself. Today is the debut of a game called Machinarium from the channel Amanita Design, which I believe are the developers. I was going to do 2 songs, but considering there was only 3 songs in my entire backlog, I decided to do all 3 of them. So, yay. We are starting with The Bottom, followed by The Glasshouse with the Butterfly, and ending with By the Wall. These are requested by Håvard, Klungre, sorry, Anastasia, and Mundraubritter. Thank you very much. This is one video which has the entire OST, so I can just navigate the timestamps here, which is very convenient. So we're starting with The Bottom. I don't know anything about this game whatsoever. It's composed by Tomas Dvorak, aka Floex. No context. We're starting with The Bottom, which is the very first song in the OST. Interesting. This is Machinarium. Ooh, it's animated. The video is just called Machinarium Soundtrack. It's an hour long. Oh, the composer has a YouTube channel, Floex01. Whoa. The vibe and the aesthetic here are interesting. That sounded like a shiny instrument, heavily filtered. I've never heard of this game. Is that supposed to be them playing, like the little band? It's like alien jazz to me. I feel like a beat's about to come in. It just feels like a build up right now. Ooh. Very atmospheric, a lot of sounds, a lot of left and right stuff. It's like ASMR kind of. Is this a side scroller? This is an odd visual, like the pods up being held up by the metal bars. What is going on here? Why is... It looks like a well of acid. Oh, is this like a dump site? This is cool. It's trippy, but like a good trippy way. Whoa. There's still 2 minutes left of the song. That's highly intriguing. Looking up the composer. Oh, Czech Republic. Floex.cz is their website. Well, he's a known DJ. Makes sense. His name is a combination of the words float and experiment. If that isn't the most fitting thing. Oh man. This is cool. The bottom? It's called the bottom. Dude, the song just shifted into this atmospheric smorgasbord after a bunch of traditional song structure. Now it's just going to end with this abyss of sound. Gotta make sure I accidentally don't hear the next song, which I want to. Interesting. The next song is called The Sea, by the way. Interesting. Okay, quite the introduction. We've got 2 more songs to go in this exact same video, which is interesting. So far, I mean, I like what's going on. I like these visuals. They're gonna be there the whole time. It's the same video. I have the game pulled up in here in a second, but I want to see this after I hear the songs. But to me, I'm getting, I don't know. I guess it could be a side scroller. Maybe the game looks exactly like that. You know, if I were to guess, this aesthetic completely matches. But we'll see in a second. But something's odd here. You know, like these machines have come to life. I'm guessing this radio up here and the windowsill has come to life. It seems to me like a bunch of parts from like the bottom of the ocean just kind of came together and made a civilization. But if you look around, everything is like a machine. The buildings back here are like muffler parts, and I don't know. Soundtrack wise, it's just the beginning. It's the first song. So if I had to guess, perhaps the main theme, it has to be the main theme, right? It's the first song. But it could also very well be the first song you hear. So not necessarily. It could be the first song that starts when the game starts. If I had to guess, this is like the first stage because of the length of it. But what an introduction, right? It was this ambient, cool thing, very professional. Come to find out, it's a professional DJ from Czech Republic. But like 70% of the song, it just pretty much ends for 2 minutes. You know? That's something. It's quite a statement, actually. But what looms ahead? What the adventure is bringing? I don't know. It definitely gave me a very mysterious feel. But a lot of it had this kind of aquatic sound to it, which is another reason I kept thinking it sounds like under the ocean, but I don't think that's the case. I don't think it's the case at all, but maybe. Because this character right here has like a diving, I don't know. I really don't know. Machinarium. Oh yeah, that too. Arium, right? Think of aquarium. Maybe it's both. Maybe it's a machine aquarium. Maybe. Let's go to the next song, which is... These song titles are wild, by the way. The Glasshouse with Butterfly. Same video, so I'm just going to click the timestamp. Thank you for them, the developers, for timestamping everything. This is the Glasshouse with Butterfly. Not with a butterfly, with Butterfly. Okay, let's go. If you want to know, this is halfway into the soundtrack. So we're going to hear the beginning, the very middle, and the very end. That wasn't planned, by the way. This is right in the middle. I just noticed his saxophone is like a little muffler. That's so cool. The middle character. I'm guessing there's no humans in this world. It seems like way after we're gone. So kind of like near. I feel like it's going to be vibey no matter what. Kind of rimworld a little bit. Their website is amanita-design.net, by the way. It's rated 5 stars on Steam, $20. Out of 15,000 reviews. Ooh, snares coming in. Dude, yeah, it sounds like dilapidated civilization, post-human alien jazz. Is that a genre that I just created? Well, this person created. That's the genre. But it's not really jazz. It just has jazzy keyboards. The whole essence of jazz is improvisation. This doesn't sound improv at all. It sounds very put together. Actually, the drums sound kind of jazzy. But they're just kind of leaving it open for improv. And I feel like those are, what are those called? Like the brush sticks? What are those called? Xylophone? They're just drum brushes. Wire brushes. Oh, that's the end of the song. What? Oh. Damn, dude. This song really sets you up for wanting to hear the next one. What the heck? This soundtrack can best be described to me as like, it's not really reinventing the wheel, but it doesn't sound like anything else either at the same time. You know what I mean? It's very cool. It has like the essence of cool. I'm talking like sunglasses cool and like strolling down. Like this would be great walking music actually, if I'm being honest. Damn, that sounds awesome actually. Walk alongside the beach and just have this on. Yeah, it's like really relaxing, but there's this ominous air to it. I can give you an idea of what aesthetic this is reminding me of, but it's not close at all. It's just the closest thing to probably what I played. I've talked about this game a little bit. It's called Death's Door. It's a kind of a action adventure little cute game that's amazing. It's isometric. It's really, really nice. I love the soundtrack and everything. Doesn't sound like this. It probably doesn't even play like this. It probably doesn't even look like this. But the feeling of it, this... I don't know how to explain it. I just don't. It just reminds me of it. It kind of found its footing and then just kind of rode with it. That kind of thing. You know, in a way, and I say this in the nicest way possible, once you've heard one song from Machinarium, you've heard all of them. Again, in the nicest way. That's a cool thing. Some soundtracks really thrive because of that. Some suffer because of that. This one does not suffer because of that. Death's Door does not suffer because of that. Death's Door is one of my favorite soundtracks, and a lot of the songs sound the same. So that's not a negative, that's not a critique, it's just how it is. This found its footing, and I think the whole soundtrack is just a bunch of this. So hearing the entire hour soundtrack with this little visual going on, I think it's like the perfect video to have in the background. And I've only heard 2 songs. I have no idea what the heck these song titles mean. The Glasshouse with Butterfly? Is that a expression? I don't know. It could be, you know. The world doesn't revolve around America, so maybe that's an expression in where they're from. Maybe I don't know it. It's a metaphor. Really cool. Extremely ambient, but it gets the job done. The only thing I could think of during this whole song was not a setting, but like where I would like to hear it. And as someone who's a fan of walking, I feel like this would be kind of great to just unwind and, you know, rest your shoulders, unclench your jaw, and listen to this. That was really, really cool. That would have been the end of the video, but there's one more, which is funny because it's the last song requested, so there's no more after this, unfortunately. But it's also the very last song, called By the Wall. That was not planned. These are 3 different requesters, and they had no idea that I'm doing this. But what's interesting about this is that the first one was the bottom, first song. Glasshouse was number 11 at the half-hour point. And then at the hour point, we have By the Wall, which is from a bonus EP. So the last 5 songs are... There's a song called Pipe Wrench Dubstep. Jeez. What was I saying? Oh, the last 5 songs on this are a bonus EP. So do they play in game? The last 5? Or is it just, hey, creator made more songs, enjoy it? This is the last one, By the Wall, from the game Machinarium. See, I'm already in the mood. Like, it's just started. It's been 2 seconds. I'm like, yeah. This is a cool feeling soundtrack. Not every soundtrack has to be bombastic and full of, you know what I mean? So whatever I gravitate towards to, and I love instrumentals that are chill. This is a deep sighing soundtrack. I take back what I said earlier about every song sounding roughly the same, just because I saw the track list and seeing something called Pipe Wrench Dubstep. Yeah. This is a really good composer, dude. This person knows what they're doing. Ooh. Glockenspiel, I think. This is cool, man. I love video game music. Thank you for showing me this. Almost 4 years later doing this, and this is... I still get surprised by stuff. It's great, dude. I'm so lucky. This is coming off like a really bad week, so... I'm gonna keep it a buck though. I don't know what's happening here. And it's the last song. Or it's the last song on here. But I'm just chilling. I'm just enjoying the tunes. Oh, maybe this game has DLC. Or maybe there's like a DLC level. Oh, let's see what the game looks like. I'm going to have it in the background. You won't be able to see it right now. You know what? I'll put it up here. We'll watch it together. I want to see a little bit of footage of it after the soundtrack. Is that a clarinet coming in? Cheers. Man, I've been listening to a lot of chill music lately. Request. Stellaris, X3, Suzerain. But those are different games. Those are like, what are they called? X4 games? Ooh, that was... sounded like that bell was out of key. A lot of this sounds underwater. I just noticed now that the lights are swaying in the wind. I just noticed that. I love this aesthetic too, very 90s, the art style. Reminds me of like Rocco's Modern Life or something. There's a lot of mufflers, like car parts, it looks like. Dude, what a crazy soundtrack. This is gonna fade out into this. That's cool. I've never on the channel that I can think of. I had many instances where it's like the same video when I just timestamp it, go through it. I don't think I've had that ever, but also hearing the beginning, middle, and end in one video. Because normally I do 2 songs. And before, I used to just do 1 song. So this is already kind of like a unique video in that regard, but that's an interesting thing. You know what I mean? Like hearing the beginning, middle, and ending of a game. If YouTube let me like have a better, like, because you can only put so many letters in the title of YouTube, I would totally be more open to doing stuff like that in soundtracks, like the beginning, middle, and end. That sounds really cool. It gives you a good grasp of the game. Well, not that good, but some understanding, right? But considering these 3 all had like a similar sound, I was just enjoying it. I was just kind of drifting off, and I don't know. It's just the way the cards fall in my lap sometime. I don't know if that's an expression, but nothing here is ever really planned. It's just in order of the request I get. In this case, the reason this video is here is because I wanted to feature videos from requesters that have never had a video from me, and yet they've been waiting for a while. So this person has been waiting for a very long time. Thank you for waiting. But, you know, they couldn't have planned that in this exact same week. I've been hearing Stellaris and X3 and, you know, all these songs where they're just like floaty as hell and just really makes you think and disassociate a little bit. But this is interesting. This is like, oh, you know what this is reminding me of? Kind of. Another game I've recently been doing is Rain World. Rain World is, I actually don't know much about it. It's somewhat of a Metroidvania, but the music is kind of like this. I don't know. But I've been curious about this the whole time. So let me see what Machinarium looks like. It's hard to say. I'm going to mute this really quick. Official trailer. Let's watch a trailer. Oh, it's from their own channel. You know what? I'll watch it with the sound because it's the same developer's channel. It's only 2 minutes. All right. Bonus reaction. Me reacting to trailers. This is the first. I'm hearing bonus songs in the background too, so. Whoa! So it does match the aesthetic. Love the description. Please don't steal this game. Buy it online at Machinarium.net. All the money goes directly to the developers. Is it a puzzle game? Dude, the aesthetic is killer. Again, the channel is Amanita Design. Oh, that looks familiar. The song sounds great too. I don't think I heard it. Dude, I like this a lot. I don't know how to describe this art style, but I like it. Oh, is this a point and click? It's a point and click adventure game with some puzzles, I guess. A point and click. It's almost over. This is quite the trailer. So it is a... Dude, I feel like I spent a lot of hours just lollygagging in this. Okay, so I'm not sure here. It says Machinarium.com, but it also says Machinarium.net. Either way, find them online and support them. That's really cool. This came out in 2009. That was cool. I kind of want to read the synopsis really quick. But, okay, hold on, let me just... Machinarium is a puzzle point-and-click adventure game developed by Amanita Design. It's on a lot of things. It's on mobile, it's on a bunch of things. The goal of Machinarium is to solve a series of puzzles and brain teasers. The puzzles are linked together by an overworld consisting of a traditional point-and-click adventure story. The overworld's most radical departure is that only objects within the player's character's reach can be clicked on. Okay. Machinarium is notable in that it contains no dialogue, spoken or written, and apart from a few tutorial prompts on the first screen, is devoid of understandable language entirely. The game instead uses a system of animated thought bubbles. Easter egg backstory scenes in the same format can only be revealed by idling in certain areas. The game employs a two-tier hint system. Once per level, the player can receive a hint, which becomes increasingly vague as the game progresses. Machinarium also comes with a walkthrough that can be accessed at any time by playing a minigame. As with dialogue, the walkthrough is not in written or spoken form, but instead a series of sketches describing the puzzle at hand and its solution. However, the walkthrough only reveals what must be done in the area and not how the puzzle relates to the game chronology. What the heck? This is a passion project. This is cool. Like I said, it has 5 stars, $20. I feel like this is one of those games that once you discover it, you just have to tell other people about it, or you gatekeep it. You know, like you do. Don't watch this video. You know, okay. Now, with that in mind, that gives me the feeling of another game that I can kind of relate to, and Scratch to Death's Door, and maybe I can relate that to a game called Braid, which is a game that I feel that not a lot of people have played, but I think I've said it a couple times, and people are like, no, that was a popular game. But every time I've talked about it amongst friends IRL, they never have heard of it. So if you never heard of Braid, it's like a side-scroller puzzle game, but you manipulate time. You know, you can like jump over something and then do it again. And I don't think there was dialogue in that either. And I'm pretty sure there was no hints either in that one. So this sounds like something really cool. Point and click though. I can't, you know, I'm trying to think in my life. I'm sure I have, but at the moment I cannot think of a single point and click game I played. But I'm not saying I never have. I feel like I have. I know, I can almost feel it that I have. I don't know what though. Anyways, Very cool, unique video. 3 songs. Saw the trailer. Jesse reacts to trailers now. No. Okay, well these dudes seem cool, so check out Amanita Design. I can totally hear how that music fits in this world now. It's just it's thinking music, but it's trippy. Let me know what you thought of these, and if you play this game, what do you think of it? And I have one more question, since it has such great reviews. What are some negatives? I want to hear the real takes. You play this game, but what can be improved? Anyways, awesome. Thank you to the requesters. Thanks to everyone you see on screen. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Peace.